right, what's going on, Conscious Crew? We are right here, 1 minute, one stroke before midnight, getting into some breaking news. Girl, I had to come and talk about this since we had spent quite a bit of time on this in our last live, as it relates to my hypothesis that as a result of this failed disgrace mogul criminal abusing women and men and having the audacity to tattoo a Haitian high priestess goddess on his bike by the name of Ezili Dantor. Oh, that this man was probably going to be driven actually mentally insane. Okay, that he actually might be mentally ill, cognitively impaired by the time his ass even get to trial, coupled with the fact that he's in isolation, where now his ass is on suicide watch. And literally, this came right after my whole dissertation about the spiritual danger that Puffy Daddy is in. Now that he is left to the mercy of this Haitian goddess, and there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide, and there's no drugs to save his ass. He is in the full grip, baby. The full grip of the divine feminine. Let's talk about it. Before we get into it, y'all already know what we're here to talk about. Thumbs up, 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 up this video until you absolutely are stuck. It's 55 likes and almost 200 of y'all in the building. Come on, get these likes up. It should be 200 likes on this video. If you are part of the replay gang, you are a bush baby, or you're actively in these streets, thumbs up the video, baby, because I'm working, we're working, we working together. All right, thumb it up not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but it triggers up the YouTube notification system. You strengthen the live stream when you are pressing the thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing. It's free, $99 for all that you get, baby, and you get it all when you get here. Okay. Also, shout out to the new subbies, baby. We are at 40. What, we are at 49.6, I believe. Damn. Okay, we less than 400 subbies away, child, from an old nasty piece of 50,000 subscribers, baby, and we're climbing and growing and growing and climbing. So shout out to y'all. Last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community or your Instagram, your Snapchat, your Facebook, the dark side, the Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them whores know that we're live, and we're certainly in color. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Oh,
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Sandy Purple, you about to find the hell out with everybody else who the hell said he on overside watch. Okay, the damn commentary ain't started yet, honey. Okay, just sit back, put on your straps, put on your seatbelt, park your wig. You about to find out with everybody else who the hell said he on overside watch. Okay, what's going on, Amar? Hey, Food Expert. What's going on, Adrian? Hey, Lisa. What's going on, Sandy Purple? Hey, boo. Hey, Miss Mika. Hey, Alexa. Hey, Hazel Eyes. Hey, y'all. It's a lot of y'all already in the building. I don't want to keep y'all too long. Well, I might drop the link, actually. What's going on, Food Expert? What's going on, TW? Hey, Toys by Starlet. Hey, IG. Hey, boo. Hey, Tasha. What's going on, Miss Lady? Hey, Nikki. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, High Mental Abilities. Hey, boo. I got your email, High Mental. I'm going to respond to you, boo. What's going on, Carolyn? Hey, y'all. What's going on, Vala? Hey, Barry. Hey, Beryl. Is it Beryl? Am I pronouncing that right? Miss Robinson, child. What's going on, Keonia for life? Hey, y'all. Okay, so let's get into it, child. All right, let me turn down this little nasty piece of music, and let's talk about it, baby. Y'all favorite hip-hop ninja, honey, indeed got more money, and now he got more problems than his ass goddamn money. How about that, baby? Okay, it's like every Diddy song was a prophecy, girl. More money, more problems. In damn deed. Okay, got a song with Dirty Money. Coming home. In fact, finally there. In damn prison, baby. I'm gonna have to scorch through all of Diddy shit now, because it seemed like everything he wrote, girl, was a self-fulfilling prophecy, honey. Okay, it was relevant to everything he got going on right now. Well, breaking news, it is being reported that Diddy ass has been placed on suicide watch, and it is no surprise to any of us who was just in my previous live stream, baby, because we got into the things of the things of the things of the things. So this is actually right on cue. It's right on Haitian High Priestess Goddess brand. People.com. Sean Diddy Combs placed on suicide watch while awaiting trial, but mental state is unclear, sources say exclusive. Sean Diddy Combs is on suicide watch as he awaits trial in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. Sources tell People, which you guys know that this is one of the worst prisons. I think it housed R. Kelly. It has a plethora of other infamous criminal icons. The conditions there are absolutely deplorable, baby. You know, it's equivalent to them damn slave plantations that Russia had Brittany Griner ass over there living in. On top of that, because of the high status of Diddy and the nature of the crimes he allegedly committed, they have him in isolation rather than in general population. And a former warden spoke out talking about, man, this is no joke where Diddy is. This is literal hardcore prison. There ain't nothing luxurious about this shit. The phone time is limited, visitations are limited, the food is absolutely gross. Because of where he is in the facility, he'd be the last one to get his food. It's going to be cold, it's going to be stank, it's going to be tasteless. He only get 3 showers a goddamn day. The lawyer is even complaining that he is barely going to be able to really properly communicate with his client as it relates to trial and preparation because of the nature of this prison and the complications and complexities as it relates to isolation, etc., girl. So, you know, unlike the time that Blueface is having down there on cell block 8 with Big Dick Derek on his knees, swallowing and cum guzzling all type of nut and taking it up the butt and having a good time, allegedly, baby. Okay, unlike Bill Cosby's big back, half blind ass down there, you know, singing choir songs and the Christmas carols and shit with the damn prisoners. This ain't the type of experience that Diddy is having. His ass is alone. He is in a 4x4 old ass room with a little ass window that he can't even look out at. That's way to the top of the goddamn ceiling with nothing but a hard ass mat with no blanket. Okay? The bitch going through it. And now the Haitian goddess, high priestess, voodoo protectress herself is all up in that nigga ass. Let's continue to read. Combs, 54, was arrested at a Manhattan hotel on the night of Monday, September 16th. The next day, his indictment was unsealed, revealing that he's charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He was remanded to MDC on Tuesday, September 17th, after pleading not guilty and being denied bail twice this week. I was in here eating, y'all, so I got hiccups. It is not known if Combs is suicidal or how long he has been on suicide watch. Sources tell People that it is for preventative measures as Combs is in shock and his mental state is unclear. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, National Institute of Corrections, suicide watch is supervisory precautions taken for suicidal inmates that require frequent observation. Okay, so because he's in isolation, there really is no difference between isolation and suicide watch, except that there's somebody who is frequently just observing him, checking in on him round the hour. People reached out to the Bureau of Prisons and SDNY during a court hearing. Combs' attorney Mark asked the judge for the mogul to be transferred to a prison in Essex County in New York, Jersey. Yeah, okay, so I'm trying to take a look at this. Y'all don't find it synchronicity that the word sex is in one of the counties of the prisons that P. Diddy's attorney is requesting him be transferred to? I've been highlighting to y'all all the synchronicities in this case, which proves that there is a spiritual force that's on this case. Y'all know, not yesterday, but day before yesterday, I had reminded y'all that I think if it was Don's attorney or it's somebody's attorney on this case whose last name is Bieber. You guys know that Justin Bieber's name has been coming up a lot. It was ironic that there's an attorney whose last name is Bieber on the case. Then you guys know that the second judge that Diddy's attorney went before to petition bail in front of, last name is Carter. And you guys know Jay-Z's name has been coming up in all of this in the vortex of Diddy. The man is being indicted on human sex trafficking charges, and one of the counties of the prison that his attorney wants him to be transferred to is Essex County in New Jersey. I just want y'all to catch all of the interesting little synchronicities that'll probably go over y'all head. There is a cosmic and universal forces working in this matter. The decision was ultimately put in the hands of the Bureau of Prisons. People reached out to the Combs attorneys for comment. MDC, which houses 1,600 inmates, many of whom are awaiting trial, is known for being dangerous and understaffed with a high number of deaths and suicides. So there's a lot of very dense energy in this system. And remember when I was telling y'all how because Diddy is more than likely going through withdrawals, you know, he's on pink powder, pink cocaine, all this type of shit. They found pink powder on his persons when they arrested his ass on Monday night. That he's in that bitch going through withdrawals. Because he's going through withdrawals, like this nigga's antennas are wide open as well. He's in a very spiritually vulnerable position right now as well, girl, because the withdrawals from what I have seen are hard fucking core. And with him dealing with all of them symptoms in his mind, his body, etc., isolation, the fear of his future, being swallowed up into the prison system and knowing that what he's living right now could actually be what he's living for the next few decades or until he fucking dies, the terror of that, coupled with the amplification of the high priestess, Ezili Dantor, spewing cosmic karma onto him, amplifying the fuckery and the foolery that's in his mind and his heart, torturing and spiritually beating his motherfucking ass right now. And then you quantify that and amplify that by him being in one of the most dangerous, violent prisons where people have lost their lives and taken their lives. All that fucking energy, all that fucking density, all them fucking spirits, all that negativity, and he's going through withdrawal, so he's going to be very sensitive to these energies as well. Exactly, Miss Lady J. Literal hell. He's in literal hell right now. Hey, just be real. houses 1,600 inmates, many of whom are awaiting trial, is known for being dangerous and understaffed, with a high number of deaths and suicides. In their motion for Combs to be granted bail, his attorneys wrote that several courts in this district have recognized that the conditions at Metropolitan Detention Center are not fit for pretrial detention, per the Daily Beast. Quote, just earlier this summer, an inmate was murdered, the legal team added. At least 4 inmates have died by suicide. There is in the past 3 years. And what the courts are going to argue is he's in isolation and he'll be just fine. In the indictment against Combs, he was accused of forcing victims to have freak-offs, with prosecutors described as elaborate and produced sex performances. He allegedly used his fame and influence, as well as drugs like cocaine, ketamine, oxycodone, to coerce and intimidate women to join the freak-offs. Additionally, the freak-offs were sometimes allegedly captured on camera without victims' knowledge. Federal investigators seized 3 AR-15 rifles and 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant when raiding his Miami and LA homes this past March. Another conference hearing for Diddy is set for Tuesday, September the 24th at 10 a.m. All right, let's see if we can pull another one, because I think, let me see here. Man, everybody's reporting this on Twitter as well. Let's go to the source.com, who also pooched on through and reporting accordingly. Diddy under suicide watch in federal detention center as precautionary measure. This is a precautionary measure due to concerns about his mental health. When you think about it, defendants facing this magnitude of charges are sometimes placed under suicide watch, like take Jeffrey Epstein, perhaps. And we know how his story ended. Anyway, Diddy is awaiting trial after being arrested on September 16th in Manhattan. The charges against him are serious. They include racketeering, conspiracy, sex charges, and transportation to engage in prostitution, all following Homeland Security raids on his Beverly Hills and Miami homes earlier in March. ICYMI, a federal judge, denied Diddy's request for bail for the second time, despite his legal team's offer of a $50 million bond. Get this, his attorney Mark confirmed that Diddy is currently being held in the facility's special housing unit, which provides additional security, while awaiting the Bureau of Prisons' decision on whether he will be transferred to a different facility. His attorney has requested a transfer to a New Jersey prison, but the final decision rests with the Bureau of Prisons. The MDC, which serves as New York City's main federal detention center since the closure of the Manhattan Metropolitan Correctional Center in 2021, has been notorious for harsh conditions, including frequent lockdowns, violence, and a string of suicides. In a recent motion for bail, Diddy's legal team highlighted the dangerous conditions in the MDC, noting that 4 inmates had committed suicide during the past 3 years. We mentioned one of them above. Oh my God, today. Does anybody feel bad for Diddy? Does anybody at all feel bad for Sean Puffy Combs? Is there anybody in the chat who feels bad for him, who's praying for him, who feel that this is unfair? No judgment here. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Ezili Dantor, the Haitian Goddess, for those of you who may not be too familiar. Okay, we did a little segment on Diddy and his tattoo in the last live. Please check that live out, girl. It is just littered with information, y'all gonna have to really check out each live, because every live is like really loaded with a plethora of information, creating context for you all about what has happened, what has led up to this, where things currently are. The live streams are really juicy and just filled with a lot of information. And I thought I had something. Thought I had something pulled up here. Hold on. Okay, so let's get into a little bit of a history, honey, of Miss Dantor, the Black Madonna of Voodoo. Okay, this is courtesy of a creator on Patreon who wrote up a great write-up on Miss Dantor, who is one of the most important mysteries served in voodoo and is famous throughout both Haiti and the diaspora. She is the principle of motherhood, the strong and ferocious woman who works very hard for her family. She is associated with tough country ways and is fiercely independent. She is known to be the protector of women's affairs and has unalived many a men who has dared to abuse one of her daughters. It is Dantor who will drop everything to come to the assistance of her children. Most official accounts of the Cayman ceremony, which began the Haitian Revolution, credit Dantor as both receiving the sacrifice given as an oath to fight until death and in declaring war against the French. In fact, popular legend has it that Dantor wrote the declaration of war in hog's blood on parchment made from the skin of a white Frenchman. Go ahead, Miss Dantor. Legend further declares that Dantor refused to dismount the manbo who she had possessed before the following day. Such is the significance of Assumption on August 15th in Haiti and why Dantor is celebrated on this day. It is said that after poisoning the white slave masters in their houses, Dantor fought alongside the men during the Haitian Revolution. This is Dantor de Roche. She rages and she destroys. She can be wild and she can be vengeful. However, this rage is turned inward and manifests in rather startling ways. In the Hound for, the society sings 7 stabs of the knife, 7 stabs of the point. Hand me a basin, for I am going to vomit blood. My blood is flowing. 7, as the most magical of numbers, can be equated with the onset of transformation, birth. As the 7 points, the base alchemy of the universe becomes reality. The womb of the world opens. And Dantor brings forth the life force of blood to drench the world in life. Her life is flowing, and much like Olofi of the Orishas, she must cool the richness before it burns all who stand before it. For the rage of Dantor comes fruitfulness. Jobs get finished. Work is completed. Children are born in blood, and Dantor bleeds to bring the world into an orderly existence. Possessions by Dantor tend to be very moving affairs. She cannot speak but utters the staccato, ka, all the while gesturing to make herself understood. She hugs her children, tenderly washing faces, heads, and hands. She will always serve her children food first, hand feeding them, making sure they have food and drink, refusing anything until all her children are cared for. During Kanzo, it is Dantor who arrives and Mare packet ties packets for the Junios. Now, y'all, I don't know what some of this stuff is, baby, but I'm sure there is people with nosology degrees in the comment section who are going to be filling it all in, okay? This is Haitian mysticism. She will make baths and cleanse her initiates. She often washes the presiding Hagan or Mambo, recharging their packets from their I'm not gonna say that word. Dantor is the mother of the world in motion. By caring so deeply for us, we are offered salvation by her presence, her gestures, her work, and her body. Born in anger, she resolves to work hard so that the anger is transformed and transmuted into blessings. Dantor does not care for sweet things, especially syrup, as it sweetens her disposition too much. In the Halfort, blood is sometimes offered to her in a blue basin or bowl to try and cool her excitement over receiving the blood of a sacrificial black pig, her favorite food. Many people mistakenly confuse Dantor with others served in the petrol rites, such as Bayan, Baleen, the whale, Canal, the black heart, or Mapian. These are all her sisters, and they are all different. However, Dantor does not have an even more extreme manifestation of I don't even know how to pronounce that word there. And this is her most violent and dangerous manifestation. Okay, so there are actual variations of Dantor. They're almost level up and down, sort of like the Phoenix, okay? I don't know if you all are familiar with Marvel and the Phoenix Force and the Right Crown Phoenix and the Dark Phoenix and all these variations of phoenixes which have various level of universal power and capability, and this deity Dantor is a lot like that. There are unique emanations and manifestations of her that vary in aesthetic and vary in power. And this is her most violent and dangerous manifestation. In possession, the violence of Dantor can emerge without warning and with the elemental force of a tyrannical reign sweeping away both just and unjust alike, baby. Okay, baby. So there is a manifestation of Dantor, baby, that is absolutely apocalyptic, and it claims the lives of both the sinful and the guilty and the damn and the innocent. So when you see her ass coming, bitch, you get the hell out the way, okay? Because she don't give a damn, baby, whether you are a bystander. Are you one of the suspects, baby? If you are in the pathway of destruction, your ass shall in fact be damn destroyed. Because of this, her rage is often equated with the thunderstorm, and in this, Dantor is associated with another little known spirit called Catwulo. One song speaks to this manifestation. Dantor is said to have several children. The first is her daughter, who she carries in her arms. The child is often said to be more fearsome than the mother. Let me show you actually. Hold on. Well, oh yeah, you can see that. The child is to the right with the crown on. This would be that image. It's said to be more fearsome than the mother. The boy, girl, or girl, boy is beautiful and wild, yet unrestrained, destructive, and callous. Outsiders call the child Aeneas, but the old Mambos and Hongans know it is only Galguin, the terrible boy, girl, or girl, boy, the messenger of her will. So the child is also androgynous, a boy girl, a girl boy. Okay, y'all will find a lot of this type of these type of deities and spirits and gods and goddesses who are like intersex, who are both genders, who are androgynous, who are some mix of masculine and feminine, despite all of the ratchet ass, what you call them people, hoteps, who would tell y'all that all this gender bending shit is a white man's construct, is a European construct, and couldn't be the furthest from the truth of a pre-colonialized Africa. Okay, but let them tell it. Her other child is her brother's son, Tai Jan Petro, who is said to be her favorite lover. Besides Jan, Dantor is known to have relations with, oh, baby, these are some really interesting names, child. And I'm not going to even try them, honey. Okay, I just post a link in the description box and y'all can check it out and read it and pronounce it and get y'all tongues to do all this cartwheeling, girl. Okay, but this is known to have relations with this other spirit who has a form of the secretary of Agwi's fleet and is considered married to Ogwa Pharaoh Simba Makaya and the Baron Oberon. Though served in the rites, Petrol, her origin, like all spirits bearing the name, is actually Dahomey, descending from the spirit and similar entities of the Mamiwata cults of West Africa. Most notably, Dantor bears a great resemblance to the West African deity called Mami Champa or Chamba. However, because she is considered to be so hot and wild, it is the rites of Petrol that contain her. Some people claim that she originates in the traditions of the native Taino. There is no real evidence to support this claim. Evidence of her African origins are plentiful. In some lineages, Dantor is known under a different name and by a slightly different manifestation called Manbo Zyla, sometimes simply Manzila. When she arrives in the peristyle, she utters a guttural ep, 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 or day, 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 day. This particular manifestation of Dantor has been traced as having roots in Congo. In an interesting note, the article reads that in the north of the Rada House of Sovians and whatever the hell this name is, they know neither Ezili Fredo Doeme or Ezili Dantor. There is a third female mystery called Ezili Dantor Doome, who wears pink and blue denim, appearing to be an amalgamation of the two. The fact that a pure Rada house would have such a spirit in their ancestral lineage demonstrates the Dahomey origin of the spirit called Ezili Dantor. Ezili Dantor's number is 7. Her colors are dark blue and gold, as well as the multicolors of the Haitian peasant dress. The manifestation known as Manbo Zila is known to wear red and green, as well as her pink and blue denim. Dantor's day of the week is Tuesday, and she's feasted on several dates annually, including July 16th, August the 15th, and December the 20th. Let me show y'all some of these images of her, actually. Her and her girl boy, girl, baby, who is even more off the chain than she is, baby. Don't get it twisted. Like mama, like he, she. Okay? This is her and the he, she, he. Okay? This is some of the ceremonies. This is another image of the Black Madonna and the he, she, he. And this is who Diddy has on his big ass bike. This stupid buffoon had the unmitigated, indignant, ignorant audacity to mess around and tattoo a Haitian deity who done led revolts for slaves, who done unalived slave masters, who is a fierce warrior and protectress of women and children out of all people. And guess what Diddy has led a life of doing? Destroying women and children. And now he's sitting over there with indictments facing life in prison and only been in jail or in prison all the 3 damn days, and then auctioned off his newborn baby, then auctioned off his mother's house, then auctioned off passports, planes, done damn near been willing to live in a prison known as his mansion. And he only been in prison for 4 days now, and he's already on suicide watch for the crimes he done committed against women and men, while effing over his own family by way of all this criminality. More than likely corrupting his own damn children, who are also ravaged, particularly the boys, with essay allegations against them themselves. He had the audacity to put a symbol of virtue and love and fertility of the feminine and children on his back, and then led in action a lifestyle that completely contradicted and even offended and completely obstructed everything that this deity and this consciousness that's on his back represents, and then wonder why the house of cards came down. Now, you know something else that makes a spirit really powerful? It's not just a spirit in and of themselves, but a spirit coupled with the proper astrological age. This is why a lot of spiritual books, whether it's the I Ching or the Bible or the Quran, the Book of the Dead, all these spiritual books, they talk about various ages and stages and cycles of life and death, cycles of the earth, cycles in the astrologicals, because the astrologicals in time unlock various mysteries. They unlock various powers and justices and realities. And I'm not surprised that from the moment that somebody Uli opt Puffy Combs' ass and clearly sold him a real feel-good story about the Black Madonna, because they only told him the good parts, obviously, because she also does represent love, she represents family, she represents prosperity and wealth, obviously all things that this greedy tackhead ass nigga would be completely obsessed and interested in, of course. But they left out the part about fierce, independent, ferocious, unapologetic protectress of the feminine and of the innocent, aka children. And like I said in the last live, I think somebody actually set Diddy ass up intentionally. They knew what kind of lifestyle he lived. They knew what his behavior was, what his deviancy is. And they coerced him, unbeknownst to him, into inscribing ultimately a curse on himself. Something similar happened to young Pharaoh, the influencer King Slowtep on YouTube. Fell epically from grace, crashed and utterly burnt like the asteroid that obliterated the dinosaurs, allegedly. The minute that he got the all-seeing eye tattooed on his damn face, baby. And it seemed like ever since Young Pharaoh got that damn all-seeing eye tattooed around his damn big ass head. That he just got turned upside down in every which way but damn loose, baby. And everything came imploding and falling the fuck apart, from his marriage to his baby mama, girlfriend, concubine, to his children being legally stripped away from him, to him being jailed, to all his legal issues, to his YouTube channel with like what 500,000-600,000 subscribers being clipped, zapped, to him losing his house, losing his earnings, and now he just a traveling vagabond, going from one Instagram profile to another as they continue to be clipped. That nigga has not been able to recover. Brain is completely fried and destroyed. And he's nothing but a dysfunctional, low vibrational, traumatized record that's like stuck. Like just stuck in a trauma loop. Because that was the actual reality of his life. And when he had the audacity to put such a symbol, to inscribe a symbol into his flesh and merge it with blood, that's how you activate spirits. If you really want to activate the fuck out of a spirit, you do it by way of blood. Somebody's blood or your very own blood. And young Pharaoh and Diddy inscribing these spiritual symbols that have very powerful effects on consciousness, on one's pineal gland, on one's chakra system and spiritual system. I am not surprised that the most dysfunctional and egotistical and narcissistic of individuals, because if you're very egotistical and narcissistic, it means that you're really the most disillusioned. You're the actually most deaf tone to not just reality, but to your own reality. I mean, egotism is essentially like a mental or spiritual blindness, if you will. So imagine what the all-seeing eye would have brought into his life. It would have brought a reality check. It would have brought a look in the mirror that is so humbling in 4K that it was enough to shock his ass into a level of awareness that he obviously could not deal with. And as a result of not being able to deal with it, because when that all-seeing eye got a hold of young Pharaoh ass, baby, he tried to medicate that shit away from him. His ass was trying to hit every shroom, every piece of weed, every piece of damn liquor, every piece of that. He was trying to numb himself to what the power of the all-seeing eye. This big ass crystal ball he done inscribed over his eye had done opened his mind to his own life, to his own trauma, to things he hadn't felt in years, in order to get him to address the things that were in the underbelly of how he was showing up as a man, showing up as a lover, showing up as a father, showing up as a person, and showing up as a pseudo wannabe ass leader to individuals. Because the universe is going to give you your shit, for better or for worse. And unfortunately, this is why you should never embark upon spirituality and ascension without proper guidance. Because the gods and the spirits and the energies that these symbols and divinations are going to subject you to are not necessarily conscientious of whether you're ready or not. Kind of like a drug. Like we gonna do whatever we gonna do. Like cocaine gonna do whatever cocaine gonna do. Like Percocet's gonna do whatever Percocet's gonna do. Like ecstasy gonna do whatever ecstasy gonna do. A lot of these spirits and spiritual systems and philosophies are a lot like that. And if you don't have an intermediary, if you don't have the intermediary being your priestess, your intermediary being your mentor, your mediator being your pastor, your spiritual leader, whomever. If you don't have an intermediary and you are kind of just new and wide-eyed and bushy-tailed and just excited and just jumping on to this lane of ascension and deconstructing your reality, and you have a very like rosy colored lens about that, your ass can end up completely upside down. Your ass can end up all out in the damn mental asylum. Your ass could end up jumping from a damn bridge and claiming your damn life, because that's how wide open these cosmic powers will open themselves up to you, unbeknownst that you are driving without a seatbelt, unbeknownst to them, because that's not necessarily their job. Is to look in and see what you got going on and to determine if you're ready or not. And somebody told Diddy, as an abuser of women and children and families, because remember in Little Rod's interview, he said, hold on, was it Little Rod? Was it Little Rod? Yep. And Little Rod's, either in his interview or in his lawsuit, he said that Diddy would make his employees, including Young Miami's big booty ass, all his girls, his harems, his wives and sister wives, his close circle, he would also make them celebrate holidays with them. And they could not bring their spouses and they could not bring their children. On holidays where people had their own families to be with, Diddy would pretty much have them spend their holidays with him. Which means that Diddy was literally not only like trying to fuck up and make people's experience of him directly one that was miserable and chaotic and mind-boggling and sadistic as hell, but he was also trying to get them to move in ways that would cause friction in their family lives, in their marriages, in their relationships, even being as cruel and as cold and as evil and unrighteous as to rip these people away from their own children. He didn't even give a fuck if these people's kids wanted mommy and daddy around for Christmas or Thanksgiving or Memorial Day or whatever it was. And yet you have the tattoo of a Haitian goddess who fiercely, unapologetically protects women and children on your back as you defile families and abuse and menace women and children. And you put this tattoo on your back in the age of Aquarius on top of that. So you have the astrological age and the energy attached to this era also amplifying the potency of these spirits and energies and vibrations that are moving in us, around us, in dimensions that are only separated by a vibration, by a literal vibration, by a single frequency. This really could have gone no other way. And I told y'all that this man sitting by himself in isolation was already bad enough because he's up in that bitch withdrawing from pink powders and pink cocaines and pink liquids and pink barrettes and pink pussy and pink hog and pink every damn thing else. And then he's sitting in one of the worst prisons ever, where people have claimed their lives, people have had their lives claimed, and then he's stuck in that brick and mortar tiny ass holding cell with only his thoughts and the thoughts and the rage and the anger of Ezili Dantor. 4 days with her. 4 days trapped inside of himself and trapped with her in his mind. Because see, in the regular world, he was able to numb himself to Dantor, which is probably why he medicates himself with drugs. He was able to numb her out through liquor, numb her out through cocaine, oxycodone, all those things that he's addicted to, and all those things that he forces his participants and forces his victims to endure, so that they can be assaulted for days on end at these freak-offs without the ability to object to what's happening to them because they're out of their fucking minds. See, when he was out in the free world, he could numb himself to her through partying and travel and staying busy. And now there's nothing but Diddy and his frail state, because he's in a shaking and shivering and gyrating and glitching and ticking and tocking. And now his mind is wide open. And Miss Dantor, baby, she got him where the hell she want him. And it was only a matter of time. And I can't believe this nigga is on suicide watch, because I have been saying all week long, I said, y'all, Diddy ass is going to be driven mad by the time they go to trial. I said it's very well possible that this man is going to be out of his rabbit ass mind. He going to have a tree growing out of the top of his goddamn head. He going to have antlers. He going to be looking like a ghetto ass Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And his attorneys are going to be able to actually argue for that insanity plea. And trial may not come till next year. Trial could be months out, even though his attorneys are going to try to get this thing expeditiously done, which it ain't going to make no difference because he's going to be found guilty on all charges anyway. And guess what he's going back to when they get finished trialing? He's going back to isolation because of the high-profile nature of his celebrity and because of the charges he's in prison for. He's going right back to that lonely ass life, which essentially, if they give him 30, 40, If they just give this nigga 30 years, 40 years, because he's already almost, what, 50 or 50. Hold on, how old is Diddy? Let me see how old this nigga is. Hold on, let me see, because y'all got different damn ages in the thing. How old is Sean Combs? 54 years old. Okay, he's already just about 17 years shy of the average lifespan for a Black American male. So just if they slap 30, 40 years on this nigga, that is essentially a life sentence. And according to the legal experts, girl, everything that's in this indictment already, even if they don't supersede it, even if they don't pile nothing else on top of it, girl, the time from these charges in this indictment are enough to put him away for the rest of his damn life. And just a 30, 40-year sentence, honey, his ass will die in prison. And apparently, Diddy is already sick as hell because a part of his bail package proposal was his need to be able to see his personal care provider. And like Storm said, when Storm came on the platform the other day, out of everything we done heard about these freak-offs, we ain't heard nothing about condoms. Out of all the things we done heard be supplied to participants, victims, etc., IV drips, drugs of all kind, oil, lotion, lubricant. We ain't heard nothing about bundles and boxes and crates of condoms. We heard about everything else coming out of the motherfucking house, except from that which protects your clitoris and that which protects your damn meat. We heard about them dragging and rolling and bagging and trucking every damn thing else out of that house but condoms. $4 and $5 days locked in suites with sex workers, prostitutes, adult stars, and randoms, all getting it in and swapping saliva and vaginal juice and anal juice raw for days on end. To the point that the swanky hotel said that they had to throw away furniture in their suite after these ordeals. Whole couches, cushions, completely laminated with lubricant and God knows all type of human juices. Baby, if I was a swanky, Diddy ass would have had to buy the goddamn swanky doing all that, baby. You're going to have to buy it, baby. If that's what you coming up in her to do, baby. Because I'm sure after y'all get done, bitch, it's all type of goddamn ghostly spirits wandering around from these damn DNA stains, lodged all into the curtains, all into the carpet, baby. It's yours, honey. You're going to have to buy it raw. There ain't been a single conversation in all this shit about STI and STD prevention and condom use, girl. We ain't even heard as much as about the damn pull-out method. But we have heard that the freak off supplies include lotions, thousands of bottles, baby, of hand lotion and lubricant, drugs, liquor, pills. But ain't heard a damn thing, baby, about no condoms. Not even as much as tubes being tied, baby. And everything going in every hole, from the back door to the front door to the middle door to the side door, baby. Everything packed. Without a condom in question, a condom in sight. But you know, it wouldn't have been like there was no need for them, right? Because when you have people induced up and drugged up out of their mind in altered states of consciousness, who can't even consent to what the hell is going on any damn way, it's not like anybody is going to be within their right of enough mind to be that responsible to begin with. So hell, it wouldn't have been no damn need for no condoms when the room sounds like a crowd of damn zombies amongst one another. So when Diddy talking about he need to see his doctor, I can imagine when Diddy got in that bail package proposal that he need to be able to continue to see his doctor on the regular. I could only imagine. Y'all know R. Kelly allegedly having the crunchy munch and spreading the crunchy munch. To victims. And then I heard that the reason why Cassie had to be subjected to escorts and all that wasn't just because it was a part of Sean's pleasure, as he does get off to seeing people ravaged and thrashed and thrusted in. But apparently Diddy loves, or a part of why he likes subjecting his girls and his sister wives to escorts and pimping them out to other men, is because apparently Diddy is working with, you know, small manhood himself. So small that it wasn't even no point in him hitting the pussy, which is why he was wanting Kim to put it in his ass. Because he ain't have nothing really to put up in hers. Which is why he was begging Kim Porter, baby, to put the strap on him. Because he ain't got nothing to put on her. Now, even I had to drink to that. No condoms. And this is decades and decades and decades of reckless sex with men, women, and children, allegedly. I gotta say allegedly. All these people probably got doctors. Because you can't tell me that. Let me see. Let me see the statistics. Hold on. 1 out of how many? Mm-hmm. 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 Hold on, let me look at some charts here. For every 100 people with, for 100 people with, oh wow. Hold on. Yeah, this is wild here. You know, you got 1 out of every 3 people got this. 1 out of every 6 people got that. 1 out of every 4 people got this. And you telling me that decades upon decades upon decades upon decades of orgies, weekly, monthly, etc. And you telling me that ain't one person by now done been infected with something which got transferred to the whole room? Years and years and years and years and years and years of drugged out sex, and one person ain't came into this experience yet with something. And this is some sad, tragic, dark shit, and this is why Diddy must be stopped. I mean, this bitch literally posed. Diddy ass is a national threat to all of our safety. The level of the whole shit is over the top. From the bribery to the trafficking to the abuse of children to the recklessness of sex, the whole fucking thing is a threat unto society, no matter which way you fucking cut it. So shout out to the spirit of Kim Porter, fighting from the other side, collaborating with the Dantor of Haiti to overthrow all this niggerment once and for all. And of course, this would all happen under the age of Aquarius. Epstein and Weinstein being unalive, jailed, sentenced, the whole nine. Donald Trump being charged. All hell gonna be breaking loose. It's gonna be justice juggling in all arenas in life, baby. From your house to the church house to the VMA stage, baby, to the Oval Office. Gonna be leaving no stone left unturned, baby. And we just getting up started, like I told y'all. We just getting started, baby. It ain't over to the fat lady singing. She ain't singing for another 2,500 years, baby. So y'all better be strapped up again. Okay? If there's any time for black folk to stop calling upon white damn deities and get connected to their damn lineage and get connected to the spirits and the vibrations and consciousness that is actually tied to your blood and your cellular memory, that's where we're going to be at our most spiritual potency. But long as we want to continue to be enslaved by the white man and then go worship the damn white man, it'll be a slow churning. So may the spirit of Dantor inspire y'all to get connected to your ancestors and the spirits that are native to your lineage and to your bloodline. Miss Diddy is on suicide watch, and baby, it's gonna get much worse for Diddy than it gets better. I'm telling you, this nigga gonna look like Willie Lump Lump by the time trial set. And I do not believe that they are going to grant bail. What they might do in the least is transfer his ass to a so-called better prison. But it looked like the judges ain't concerned at all, baby, and could give a shit less about whether he even makes it to damn trial, because they tried appealing to another judge who ironically had the last name Carter. And in the spirit of Jay-Z, baby, bail was in fact denied. So I just wanted to come through with that. I've been live all day. I'm tired. I need to go listen to some Sade. I need to go cleanse and baptize my damn self. Forget about Thursday. Take my brain away. And I will see y'all later on today, girl, because we're going to pick back up where we left off at, because it's a lot going on. So y'all thumbs up, share, share, share. Hit that Cash App and PayPal. Good night. Love ya. And I will see ya later. Bye.